Day One Journey, episode 1382. Why do you make promises? Who do you make these promises to? What do you promise? Why do you promise? And do you make promises that you can't keep? Well, I think it's a good question. Well, I have a friend, and they sometimes make too many promises. I think sometimes they even overwhelm themselves with things that they said they would do, or they promised that they would do. And, well, I guess sometimes it's not a good idea. Yeah, overwhelming yourself with, well, let's say my friends wants to go to a party today. Yeah. And I have my own reasons. I don't want to go today. So I can say to them, well, I can't go today. And then they can say, well, you never come. Then I might say, well, I promise next week to come. Why? Do I do this promise for them? Do I do it for me? Do they really care that I will join? Or this is just how they speak? You know, sometimes, people say things because they have nothing else to say. You know, is it that important for them that I come? Well, usually, when I think about my friends, I I think they usually think that it would be best for me to come. You never go out, you need to have a break. Or well, so this is why it's a good question to ask ourselves. Do you promise your friends to come next time because they want you to, or you want to go next time? I think this question is very important, knowing why. Why are you making these promises? And let's say you're not sure about next week. Now, you can make a promise, and maybe you don't make a promise, but you can still go. So what's the feeling of saying, I promise, this is the value that you have? Is it the value that they will have, knowing that you promised? Maybe they will be a bit more relaxed or happy or whatever. But ask yourself this question. Who do you do it for? Well, for me, I try not to overpromise. Yeah? If, I don't know, tonight I don't want to go to the party, so I won't go to the party. Full stop. I might have my reasons, I might share my reasons or not, but well, next week if I don't know, I'll say I don't know. I don't promise next week. Why would I promise? Well, if it's something really important for them, yeah, and they want to know that I come because it has something to do with their decisions, no, like flying tickets, I don't know, something big. Well, of course, I'll make sure I have enough information to make the decision. I'll make the decision. Yeah. If they actually need an answer, well, I guess this is another thing, not just randomly, I promise I'll come. There might be a reason that I will promise because I do want to go. I do understand the value it will give to them or to me. And I want to be accountable for my words. So I say because I want to go, because I want to put myself in the situation that I promised, so I force myself to go. Let's say something that is valuable for me, but I might be a bit, frightened or, have cold feet. So these are probably good scenarios to promise, because you do it for you. Overall, I think raising the level of self-awareness is very important. Knowing why we make these promises. Is it for us? Is it for them? And maybe if it's just we have nothing else to say, maybe making the promise is not a good idea. Well, this is up to you. Have an amazing day, day one. See you tomorrow.